Yeah, Shalom, what's going on, y'all? Serving on D. Just left the plant, just left the office. On my way home, pick up my wife, and head to the gym. Getting hyped on some soca music. This is the type of music I listen to when I work out. When I'm on my step master, when I'm doing my mile run, it's warm up. And whenever we do free weights, to get pumped up with Hebrew Israelite music. This music is out of Trinidad and Tobago, called soca, and it's good workout music, steady beat and continuous groove. And then you have Hebrew Israelites, either rapping, singing, or chanting. I believe this is some of the music that we perform back home when we're in Israel, in Scripture. I believe this is what they probably were doing when they go out to fight, and when they would go out to battle, and they would have the band playing before them. I think it was something like this. Everybody watching, But this is not the reason why I'm recording. I just want to touch on a video that surfaced of Jada Pinkett Smith laughing when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I just want to touch on that spirit of Jezebel, man. It's a dangerous spirit, I once heard Brother Yahya Bandale tell a young lady that called in and said, I believe you're a witch. You know that, right? And he said, and you're dangerous. Now, I didn't understand that comment to the magnitude of what I understand today. It's a dangerous spirit. The Jezebel spirit, it wants to conquer the Father's creation, the Father's man. And it wants to not only conquer, but it wants to bring him all the way down to annihilation. This is what we see. This is what we witnessing. The Me Too movement, by the way, where's Me Too in Russia? You got a female basketball player that's in jail. You don't see no Me Too over there protesting. You understand what I'm saying? They can only flex when there is a protective male environment, where they feel safe. And that spirit, it rides. You know that Jezebel, she was married to Ahab. He was king of Israel, the northern kingdom. And she ruled the kingdom through Ahab. She had 400 prophets. She had her own prophets. She had men killed. Ahab, he wanted a vineyard. And the man who owned the vineyard, who owned the garden, it was in his family for years. And he told him, man, this garden, this piece of ground been in my family for years. And so Ahab, he went and pouted. And, pouting over the fact that the man didn't want to sell it. And so what did Jezebel do? She went, made up false accusations, had the man killed, and then and she had them stone the man. The man didn't do nothing, but she had the man stoned. Then took his property and say, now you can go and do what you want to do. I took care of the problem. That's a dangerous spirit, man. You got it in the Me Too movement. You got it in all this women liberation. All these women talking about, that they're coming up and they have arrived, that the bondage been broken off of them. And so we are working and we doing this and we doing that. You got to be careful of that spirit Jezebel, because Yahshua, he spoke of it. That spirit is so such a detriment that he spoke of it in the book of Revelation when he spoke to the church, the assembly of Laodicea, I believe. He said, I got something against y'all because y'all calls that woman Jezebel to flex, just using my own terminology, and do what she want to do. You know, Father in the kingdom of Israel, like when Ahab was king, the father had to raise Jehu to handle Jezebel. She was terrible. She even had Elijah running away from her presence. She said, when I find you, I'm going to kill you. Now Elijah, he called down fire from heaven. And once Jezebel got whiff of it, she, breathed out threats and said that I'm going to kill you when I find you. And Elijah ran away from her. Powerful spirit, man. And the spirits are down here. You can see it in people. And they trying to find individuals, especially those who got a covenant with the Most High, to hide in. Why they want to hide? Because their judgment is coming down upon them swiftly and at tremendous speed. And so this is what we are dealing with. Jada, she smiled, she laughed after the slap, and she, controlling Will Smith. And if Will Smith ain't careful, he's going to be destroyed. That spirit that's in him is hated by that spirit that's in Jada. And that's the truth. That's the honest to the Most High truth. She don't like him. She wants to destroy him and take what he has. Remember the scripture say the thief coming not but for to kill, steal, and destroy. And, it's crazy. You got that, and you got the spirit that's working in the academy that, put this whole farce together to boost up their ratings. Chris Rock, he now selling tickets hand over fist. And so you see how the momentum is increasing at the expense of Hebrew Israelites. We are the lifeline to the world. We must understand that. And you must understand that when the spirit of Jezebel arises, your ears should go up like Doberman pinchers. Those of you who understand the word and understand your calling. Because it's dangerous, man. And it's going to grow more and more and more. There's a lot of Jezebels out there mad at me now. They probably looking at my gray beard, looking at the way, my vernacular and the way I talk, and getting pissed off because I'm speaking on this. But we got to watch it because Jada, she got her back blown out by a friend of her son. Oh my goodness, man. And then brought Will on her table, on her show, to relive it, to rehash it, to relive the conquest, to revisit it. She probably was, excuse my French, don't forget all that. She probably got wet talking about it to her husband. That's that spirit of Jezebel. Don't tell me that those things don't happen. I was affiliated growing up with a church. We was affiliated with a church where women was on all four, hunching while the music was going on. And when the music was over, and when they supposedly had gotten out of the spirit, they were wet. They had discharged on themselves because the spirit entered into them. And they was on all four hunching, man, in a sexual fashion. Man, I'm telling you, dude, telling you, sister, this spirit is serious. And so Jada got her back blown out and probably got finessed, punked every which way by a young man, a friend of her son, and wasn't ashamed. I mean, everybody get it in. Even those that say they don't, they getting it in. So we understand that. But that right there, I'm just here to tell you, the spirit of Jezebel is real, man. I just wanted to talk about that. On the highway, see, out here in St. Charles, in Cave Springs, Truman Road, almost halfway home. Then we're going to hit the gym. It's kind of dreary out here. And, you know, I'm playing my soca to give you a good idea of, you know, this type of music that I'm just trying to find a good example. One of my favorite, this one right here. Check it out, then I'm gonna let you go. Check it out. Good workout music on the Stairmaster. Yeah. Or running, good stride. Serving RD, Vermont. Peace, y'all. I'm out.